Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about objects as maps. So in the last video, we have discussed what are objects and how to implement it using JavaScript. Now we're going to see what are maps and how we use objects as map. A map or associative array is a data structure that map key to value. So it's a data structure that maps keys to value, and each key value pair in a map is called an element. Okay, we have already seen what does it mean by key through the example, right? So let's say I create an object state capitals. Okay, and I'm going to assign some keys and its value. So for example, AR, and the capital is, let's say, a little rock. Okay, again, the second key is CO, and the capital is Denver. Third one, New Mexico, and the, let's say, capital is Santa Fe. Okay, so I created a state capital object. The keys are the name of the states and the values are their capitals. Let's say this is the object, okay? Now, what does it say? What is a map? Is a data structure that map keys to values, okay? And it is mostly used, this concept of maps is used when you print it. So herein, we have seen if you want to print it, you can say object dot the property name, right? Instead of writing it like that, let's say I want to print the capital of CO, okay? So one way is you can write state capital dot, that is object name dot CO, right? This is one way, and that is what we have learned till now. Right, so let's see first, run this. And here in object demo.html, I'm gonna call object demo.js. Okay, let's run this code. And let's open the console. It's seeing some error. Not found. Okay. Text HTML is not executable. Okay. Okay, because the name of this JS file is wrong. So I'm going to write the name of the JS file correct. And let's see now. And see CO capital is Denver. Okay. You can also print it like this. Okay, by accessing the key like this. So I'm going to say the object name and square bracket. I'm going to write the key value in that. Okay, so if you'll see, it is, the output is same. Okay, now the advantage of using object as map is you can use many ready methods. Okay, we're going to see that method, but let's see how to use a for in loop. Okay, the syntax of, so if you want to iterate through all the properties of an object, you can use a for in loop. And the syntax of for in loop is you write it as let variable in object, okay? And just write the body of the for loop, okay? Like this. So this is how the for in loop works, okay? We have seen the for loop. This type of loop is called as for in loop, okay? Frequently used with objects. So what does it mean? It means this item in each item in object, for each item in object, print the body. For example, if I want to print all of the state capitals here, okay, so I'm gonna say console.log. I'm gonna say all capitals. And herein, I'm going to use this for loop. I'm going to say for let this variable in the object. Okay. So what is it going to do? This variable is referring to each key inside the object, that is AR, CO, NNM. Okay. So first time it iterate, it will refer to this key. Second time it iterate, it refer to CO. Third time it iterate, it refer to NM. So again, let's state in state capitals, and I'm going to print console.log. And I'm going to write state plus is, okay, state is this, and write down the state's capital. So state is this plus state capitals like this. Okay, now see. So first time the state is AR, right? And herein, what will it print? State capitals at AR. That is the property name. Second time, state is CO. So here in state, it will print CO. Third time, it is NM. So it will consider NM here. Okay. Now see, let's run this code and let's check. Okay, what is this over here? Okay. So here, CO capital is Denver, and here is where I have written the new code, all capitals. AR is Little Rock, CO is Denver, and NM is Santa Fe. Well, it is not printing properly because I did not put a space over here. So I'm just gonna put a space over here. Okay, you can use the template literal as well. So if you have to use a template literal, you're gonna use this, and I'm gonna say state. Okay, and I'm gonna print its capital. So I'm gonna say the object name and the key name. Okay, so for in loop, when you use the for in loop, it refers to the key. Okay, and to print the value, you're gonna use the object name, and inside the bracket, square bracket, you're gonna use the property name. Okay, so let's see if this works, and then I'm gonna comment this just to see if this works like this as well. So I'm gonna save, I'm gonna go there, and yes, it works, right? And it works properly. So that's how the for in loop works. Okay, now map has got some ready methods. Okay, the first method in maps is, so maps has got some ready methods that you can use in programming. The first one that we're going to see is set key comma value. Okay, and what does it do? It sets a key value pair. So if you want to add some key value pair, you can use this method. Okay, it's set, that's it, set key comma value. This method sets a key value pair. If the key is new, a new element is added to the map. If the key already exists, the new value replaces the existing value. Okay. Now, so if the key is new, new value is added to the map. If the key is already existing, the new value replaces the existing value. Second method with the map is get. Okay. And what does it do? Okay, the IntelliSense is changing what I'm writing. Okay, get method returns the key's associated value. Okay, so for example, if I'll say state capitals dot get, and I'm gonna say state capitals dot get CO. So it will return CO's associated value, that is Denver. Okay, that's what the get do. Now, has key, okay, another method that is has. Oopsie. Okay. Now, what does a has key do? It returns true if a map contains a key, false otherwise. So it returns true if a map contains a key, false otherwise. Right. Okay. Delete is another method. Delete key. What does it do? It removes a map element. Removes map element. Okay. And the size property, size, is the number of elements in the map. Okay. It will give you number of elements in the map. Let's see and learn it through an example. Okay. So I'm gonna comment the whole code. Okay, and let's see the use of this. Okay, so let's say I created an object. Okay, so the way you create an object using a map is, by the way, the newer approach in JavaScript. Okay, so let's state capitals equals to new map. That's how you create a map. Okay, now if you want to set values, okay, or add values to the map, I'm gonna make use of this set keyword, and I'm gonna put the value that is key value pair. So AR, let's say little rock. Okay, similarly, the second value is, let's say, CO and Denver. The third value is an M and Santa Fe. Okay, so what I did is I created a map, okay, or I created an object, and I put the values inside an object using the set method, okay, that we just discussed here. Now, to print the size of my object, I'm gonna say console.log, okay, and use this size of map, and I'm gonna say is the name of the object dot size. Okay, so size will return the number of elements, especially the keys in a map. Let's see. So I'm gonna run this and let's check. So size of map is 3 because there are 3 keys inside the map, right? I put AR, CO, and NM, which is 3. So size will return the size of map, and when I say size, it means the number of keys. Okay, now to use a get function, gets generally return the value of the key. Okay, so we can use it like this. If I'm gonna say if my state capitals dot has, okay, I'm gonna put a key. So herein we have written this has key, right? What does it do? It returns true if the map contain a key, false otherwise, right? So if the map contain a key CO, okay, then if it returns true, okay, then console.log, you're gonna print the value of CO, right? So I'm gonna say CO capital is, again, you can use template literal as well. I'm just writing it like this, and state capitals dot get CO. So you can use this method, get method, right? wherein you provide the key. So what does this code says? This code says that if CO is present, okay, and for that we have used an has keyword, right? So if CO is present in state capitals, then print its value. Okay. Now let's see. So I'm gonna save it and see CO capital is Denver. Okay. If it is not present, then maybe you can just print that the state or that value CO is not present in the map, right? Now, if you want to use a for loop in maps, okay, you can use, of course, use the for in loop. You can use the other for loop, the normal for loop as well. But herein, let's say, I just want to print all capitals. So I'm showing you another way, okay? We have already seen a for in loop here, wherein we can print, you can use this as well. But if there is another for loop which can be used, wherein you're going to use the two variables. So I'm going to say, let's state, comma, capital, okay? So you can use it in a square bracket of state capitals. You're gonna say console.log state is first is first capital. Okay. So instead of using a for loop just to, with the state like this, we just use two variable in the for loop here. Okay. Now to get to this kind of programming, you need a lot of practice. So don't worry if you don't understand this, you can still use the other for loop that you are comfortable with, okay? And I prefer using the other for loop just to avoid making any mistake here. Okay, so let's see, let's run this. And see, all capitals, AR is Little Rock, CO is Denver, and M is Santa Fe, etc. So it is working fine, okay? So this is how we use maps in objects, okay, or how we use objects as map. The advantage here is you can use ready functions that reduces a lot of programming, okay? And I hope this is clear. I will suggest you to go over the tutorials posted on the course shell, go over the tutorials of date object and also the string object, okay? So, okay, so I'm going to conclude this session over here. And in the next video, we're going to talk about the assignment. Thank you.